Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would almost say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph participate in reindeer games. Then one foggy Christmas Eve, Santa came to say, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you ride my sleigh tonight? Won't you guide my sleigh tonight? It is the evening of 6/24. It's half Christmas Eve. If you do the math, we're halfway to Christmas Eve. So we're singing Rudolph tonight to open the show. Then all the other, then how the reindeer loved him as they shouted out with glee, Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, you'll go down in history. Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer, happy half Christmas. Here was my realization. I don't know if it's quite an epiphany. By the way, when does the epiphany happen on the calendar? Oh, I'm going to sneeze. Might be a winter cold coming on. Yeah, I know, it's half Christmas. Can you believe it, Mom? The point is, the epiphany I had is that when December rolls around, or November rolls around, and you start hearing those Christmas songs, and you hear those lyrics about how he knows if you've been naughty or nice, it's too late at that point. It's too late to do anything about it. But I wanted to point out to everybody, this is a good moment to reset and reassess. You know, the year, it's about halfway through. It's a good time to look back and look forward. Maybe you're on the naughty list, but you have a few months now to set things right. Oh no, are we on spotty Wi-Fi? I saw you saying that, Jay. I wonder if anyone else is experiencing that. And if that's if that's is that happening for anyone else? La 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 la. All right, that's that's what was on my mind. I really actually just love the Christmas songs, that's all. All the weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Well, it doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought some corn for popping. Popping? The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. When we finally kiss goodnight, I hang on the storm. But if you really hold me tight, all the way home I'll be warm. Oh shoot, I don't really know that tune. I don't know that B section. Anyway. Oh, JX, I am relieved that the Wi-Fi is fine. I have to train myself. If there's a single comment about the Wi-Fi, I have to ignore it until there's a second comment. Then that means there's some sort of a thing going on. Oh, the weather outside is frightful. Look at all these great Christmas songs. All right. Now I have 6 months to prepare them and to learn that tune. Oh yeah, halfway to Festivus. Festivus. Or as my friend Jimmy said, holiday day. The idea was to just create a single holiday for efficiency's sake, to simplify all those visits home and all those preparations. Instead of every month another holiday rolling around, you just create a thing called Holiday Day. And instead of all these songs and all the different music, there's just a single song, and it's the song Holiday by Madonna. And I guess the food could be anything you want. You give gifts. You could do it on any day of the year that you want. It's just called Holiday. It would really, I think it would simplify things. It would reduce your carbon footprint. It would reduce the complication of shopping for gifts all around the calendar. Anyway, think about it. Holiday day. All right, so what I wanted to do is, oh, this is the no-show. Welcome to the no-show. For, I think it's the 24th. Yeah, it's half Christmas Eve. It's Monday the 24th. Is it still Monday? I gotta tell you, it's yeah, it's Monday. Monday the 24th of June, 2024. Yes, Kathy, getting ready for Christmas in July. Well, that's out of the blue. I don't know what happened. Um, so what I did was as I mentioned, my project is to get ready for this swim in September, and I'm just increasing my swim. So today was 148 strokes of butterfly. Tomorrow is 156. It's very simple. You just add 8 strokes a day. Very nice swim. Um, ah, all right. What I wanted to do is I wanted to read that thing. I gave you basically like a summary and my impression of that bizarre text message chain I had with that spammer yesterday. But I want to give it to you verbatim because it was very funny, and I think you'll enjoy it. So I'm going to do that tonight. This is the No Show. Thank you for joining. Oh, thank you for that Gesundheit. I appreciate that. Gesundheit. Oh, Mila, have you had a full Monday? A Monday that's too much? Oh, I don't know that Christmas song, Mila. I'm going to look that one up. Just scrolling back through the comments. La da 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 da. Da 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 da. Okay, so here it is, verbatim, the text message chain yesterday. This is the. I'm going to just identify her. She identifies herself as Scarlett later on, so I'll just say Scarlett texted me. Long time no see. Her is my new phone number instead of here. Her. So that was a good hint that something was amiss. Her is my new phone number. And I said, I'm stuck under rubble after an earthquake. Please send help. She wrote, I'm Scarlett. I wrote, please send help soon. I'm very thirsty. She sent a photo of an attractive young Asian woman. And along with her photo, she said, sorry, are you Robert? And I wrote back, this may be my last text. I'm losing sensation in my thumbs. And Scarlett wrote, sorry, I may have saved the wrong number. I think it's Robert number. I think it's Robert number. Hope I do not disturb your beautiful day. And I wrote, no problem. Honestly, my day couldn't get any worse, what with the building collapsing directly on top of me and all. Ugh. She wrote, "Thank you. You are so kind, I think you must be a gentleman. What is your name?" And I replied, "My name is Adolf, which has really sucked. My mom really loved her maternal grandfather, Adolf, and said she wouldn't let, quote, that other Adolf ruin the name for everyone else. Thanks, Mom." And Scarlett wrote, "Nice to meet you. I live in Manhattan, New York. And you?" Okay, that's a real dead giveaway. That this is a fake or AI or someone who's never been to New York. No one would say, "I live in Manhattan, comma, New York." Anyway, she says, "I live in Manhattan, comma, New York. And you?" And I say, "I lived there too, but then I went on this stupid vacation and the earthquake happened, like I mentioned. I'm now in the one hospital on this island. Thank God for the Red Cross, and thank you if you called for help. Pardon the typos. All four of my limbs are broken. So I'm using voice to text technology, right? The good news, I guess, is I'm alive. The bad news, apart from 4 out of 4 extremities fractured, is that my pelvis got pretty crushed by the bathtub that landed on me, so I won't be dating until I get the old pelvis reconstructed. There go my summer plans. Ugh. I am looking for a home health aide. Might that be of interest to you?" And Scarlett never replied. Thanks, Mila. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I was hoping it would go on a little longer. Yeah, the old pelvis. That was my favorite line also. So I won't be doing any more dating until I get the old pelvis reconstructed. So anyway, that's what happened. You know, she didn't write back after that. And yes, I would agree. There is a block in communication. Yes, correct. It would not have worked out as a relationship. Oh, and I'll be getting a lump of coal in my stocking. That's probably possible. Yeah, Mary, it is. It did make me think there's something here for some stand up. However, there is a guy who does. You could look this up. I saw him. He's an English comic, and he does an act which involves a PowerPoint presentation. I've seen him do it. You can look it up. And he intentionally he gets into these. Actually, maybe the origin was the same, like a mistaken. Um, Here, I'm gonna find the name. Here are my giant knuckles. Excuse my giant knuckles. Stand-up comic, PowerPoint, uh, house renovation. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, that's his name. You got to look this guy up. His name is James Veitch, Veitch. It's really, really funny. So basically, he gets a text, a mistaken text from someone who's like maybe a landlord, and he ends up doing this crazy text, fake kind of pranky text back and forth with him, where I think he leads the guy to believe that he's just knocked down all kinds of walls and destroyed the place in a renovation. James Veitch, Veitch. Um, Elaborate wrong number prank. That's the title. Look it up on YouTube. It's pretty genius. Yeah, text yankers, good. Oh yeah, pelvis. Elvis the pelvis. La 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 da da. Oh hey Leslie, long time. Oh, that's how the text message began. Long time no see. Nice to see you. Bonsoir. I looked up, by the way. Someone suggested that I sing Stardust, and I listened to it tonight and was looking at the chords, and that's something I'm going to be able to work up. Um, what a great song, Nat King Cole. And then I was listening to Stormy Weather again. I have to get the sheet music for that because it's one of those things where the chords great, and then the melody. All these jazz singers who do it, especially Etta James, where it goes all over the place, and then even Sinatra, he moves around a lot. So I just want to see what the original melody is for that. That's going to be helpful. Oh, Epiphany is January 6th. Okay, that's good to know. Yeah, I'm saving that conversation, Mary. Thank you. Yeah, the Epiphany. The other thing that happens in May, and I just heard about it again because I was in Germany for a few summers for some music festivals at this time of year. They have this holiday that's called Pfingsten. 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 Happy Pfingsten. And it's what we call in English the Pentecost, I think. And I don't know what that is in English or in German, but that's what it is. Pfingsten. Pfingsten. Translation. Pentecost, yeah. Pentecost is one of those words that I only came across listening to Paul Simon as a kid. Paul Simon would always have this. I think Dylan did that also. They would have all this Christian imagery and language in there that I didn't know what they were talking about. By the way, I'm wearing this T-shirt that I got in the summer of 2017, I believe. It's an old-timey Russian movie poster, and it means the abyss. The word is bezdna, bezdna, which means without a bottom. But it doesn't mean without a tuchus, without a bottom. But it's like bottomless. It's a 1920s early Russian film poster that was then turned into a T-shirt. Really cool graphic. I think it's like an octopus taking a woman prisoner at the bottom of the sea, I believe. Anyway, that's what that is. Oh, Pentecost singing gigs. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't know about that. La la la. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain, Jesus Christ is born. Okay. You look tan and fit. Oh, David says hello. He's feverishly writing tonight's show. Oh, that's exciting. David is writing a show. That's great. So there will be a David Feldman show tonight, which probably means 4 a.m. But that's something to look forward to. How exciting. Wish him well. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain, Jesus Christ is born. Go tell it on the mountain. Shout it from the hilltops. By the sea. Yes, Octopus's Garden. You're right. It does bring that to mind. An Octopus's Garden. Oh, I want to tell you about the audition I did today. It was kind of fun. The audition was for the role of Man. I think I mentioned that. The character's name was Man. It's for a series, a streaming series called Poker Face, with the amazing Natasha Lyonne. And I read the scene. I was preparing the scene. What I do then is I get in touch with friends who are actors or comedians who I like to Zoom with, and they read the scene with me. But today I just struck out. I didn't have anyone to do the scene with. And then I just decided, you know what, I'm just going to submit. I hear a coyote right behind me in the woods. I hear his footsteps. Wow. You can tell because it's not a chipmunk footsteps. It's a larger animal, a coyote. So I decided, well, actually my sister was here and she was going to do it, but then she had to go tend to her dogs. She would have been good because it's sort of a New York woman who the scene was with. We read it through once and that would have worked. But then I just decided I'm going to do it on my own. It's kind of like singing a cappella. You know, you don't have the accompaniment, but you can still get the gist across, and you can still get the melody across and the words across. So that's what I did. I just sat right here with a wooden wall as a background, and I did, and the whole scene lasted. I think it's a little bit quicker when you don't have someone else reading the lines. I gave time for her lines, but the whole scene is about 15, 18, 20, 21 seconds, maybe 22 seconds. So I submitted a bunch of takes. Usually you just submit one or two takes, maybe three. But I submitted 5 different takes because the character is under the influence. So I wanted to give a few different options of how that could come out. Because people under the influence of drugs or alcohol, they can behave in all kinds of different ways. Even the same person on a different given evening, they would, you know, it might make you laugh a lot. It might make you loud. It might make you really quiet. It might make you really tired. It could energize you. So I was just playing around with that. It was pretty fun. It was fun doing it on my own. Yeah, Mary, I could send you. I could share a take with you in strictest confidence because you're not really allowed to share those things. Mostly, once the show comes out, let's do it that way. Um, and maybe I'll book the role, and then you can just see me doing it on your TV. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. Go tell it on the mountain. I wrote a jingle today for the very first time. I don't know if I can remember it at the moment. I saved it on my phone. I was walking down the street, down the street. Oh, here it is. I have a video of it. Maybe I can play it. They come from miles around to this outer Cape. They come from miles around to our outer Cape town. Truro Farmers Market. The freshest food ever found. It comes straight out of the ground. Truro Farmers Market. Oh, that's it. It's just a 2-chord song. Ba-da-da-da, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-ba-da-da-da, ba-da-ba-da-da-da, ba-da-ba-ba-da-da. Because I met a guy at the farmer's market this morning, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm trying to, I want to write a jingle for the farmer's market." And I remember my friend Ian, he writes jingles, so I wrote to him. He sent me some examples of jingles he's written for performers. But then I thought, wait a minute, I'm going to try this. So that's what I came up with. They come from miles around to this outer Cape town, Truro Farmers Market. The freshest food ever found, it comes straight out of the ground, Truro Farmers Market. Anyway, that was my first crack at jingle writing. I think it, and then Ian wrote back to me. He was like, "Oh yeah, there's definitely something there. I like it. I'm going to add something to it." So I'm waiting for him. Oh, big money in jingle writing. Yeah. Oh, that's cool, Kathy. You sell flowers at the farmers market. Very nice. Thanks. Oh, a verse about slot machines at the farmers market. We don't have slot machines, but I like the idea. Maybe gambling. That's what they need to really turn it into a bigger business. They need a little bit of, they need gambling. They need like a poker table. Maybe a saloon. All right, that's what happened today. Oh, we ain't got a barrel of money. Maybe we're ragged and funny, but we travel along, singing a song side by side. Through all kinds of weather, what if the sky should fall? Just as long as we're together, it doesn't matter at all. When they've all had their quarrels and parted, we'll be the same as we started, just a traveling along, singing a song, side by side, side by side. That's a fun little song I've done many times before on the show, Side by Side, by Harry Woods. That's a Cape Cod song. He spent some time on Cape Cod. Harry Woods. 1927, that song. Oh, the bugs. La da 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 da. Yes, Mary, I'm glad you like that one. I love that song. And it says, you know how it usually says with an adverb? It says with an adverb at the beginning of a song how to play it, like slowly, smoothly. This one says cheerfully. That's nice. Cheerfully. Oh, I mentioned my friend Rufus, who is starring in a play at the Irish Rep in New York. It closes on Sunday night, and I am planning on going to closing night. I'll be in town because I have a job the next day, and so I wanted to just plug the show one more time. There's like, well, there's a matinee also on Saturday. I think there's probably a matinee tomorrow. In any case, there's about 5 more performances. It's called Molly Sweeney. Molly Sweeney at the Irish Rep in New York City near Union Square. And it's very well reviewed, and I'm going to go see it. A friend of mine is starring in it. So looking forward to that. Yes, Jay, coming up on the 100th anniversary of Side by Side, coming up fast. There's a Methodist, there is a Methodist cemetery right up the block here, which is 1826. Founded 1826. And I guess founded, when you found it, means it's the first time that someone was buried there. And maybe it was blessed or consecrated. So the bicentennial of that graveyard is coming up fast also. Wa-da-da-da-da-da, Truro Farmers Market. Da-da-da-da-da-da, ba-da-ba-da-da-da, Truro Farmers Market. I was thinking it might have to be faster, and you might need some percussion. I think jingles are generally sung really fast, but maybe not. I don't know. What else? What else is happening before I? There it is, Molly Sweeney at the Irish Rep in New York City near Union Square. Thank you, JX. Thank you very much for um, writing that out in the comments. Astral Shoals, puns, skillfully. There's a Methodist to the madness. I like it. Yes, Leslie, this coming Sunday. Yes, that would be fun. Let's make it a group activity. It's the 30th. It's an 8 p.m. show. Oh, that's why I mentioned it. I keep forgetting to finish the thought. It's an 8 p.m. show in Union Square. So I think what I'm probably going to do this coming Sunday is I'm going to do this show at an odd time. I'm going to do it at like maybe 6 p.m. I'll let you know as the week progresses. I'll figure out my travel schedule, but I won't be able to do it at 9 p.m. because I'll be sitting there in the audience. Da, 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 da. JX, I do the same thing. If someone's talking and there's a plug on a show, I will tape it into the chat. I am totally with you. I'm happy to be amanuensis or amanuensis. Amanuensis, I don't know how to pronounce it. Amanuensis, the person who writes down the thing that the person says. Is there music involved? I don't think that it's a musical. I don't think there's music involved, but you never know. An Irish play, someone could break out into song. I saw my friend Drew in an Irish play a few months ago, and he suddenly was singing and playing the harmonica. So that could happen. Yeah. All right. And now for our outro, which is just 1 year away from its 100th birthday. The song is Always, 1925, Irving Berlin. I'll be loving you always, with a love that's true always. When the thing you plan need a helping hand, I will understand always, always. Days may not be fair always. That's when I'll be there always. Not just for an hour, not just for a day, not just for a year, but always. Always. Always here at 9. It's spelled amanuensis, but it's pronounced Worcestershire. That's a good one. I like that, Neuro. Thank you for that. La 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 la. All right, so thank you very much for your eyes and your ears and your comments and your wit and your attention. I appreciate it, and I value it. And without you, this show is just me sitting on a porch talking to myself, which is also, nothing wrong with that, but it's more fun. So thank you for the fun, is what I'm trying to say. Yes, thank you, Richard. Thank you, everybody. Have a great evening, y'all. And I'll see you tomorrow night at 9.